The E, not surprisingly, is for end and engage. Oh, so it's engage and end. So first you consider what will serve, then you engage, do whatever it is you're going to do, and then end, whatever it might be. For us, it might be I'm ending this conversation, I'm ending this little piece of what we're doing right now, and now I'm going to go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, whatever it might be. And Joan Halifax is very specific about this. She says, I want you to give some thought to how you end the encounter or the conversation with your person, interaction, how you end the interaction with your person. And then after you walk out of the room, how do you end the interaction with yourself? So I'd like to explain the E a little bit. So ending the encounter or the interaction with the person is, how do we end this conversation? I'm going to give you an example first from the medical world, because I found this helped me think about it, reflect on it, and understand it a little better. And they were doing a role play of how do you end an encounter. And I still remember his words. He said, Mrs. Smith, I know we've been talking about a lot of hard stuff just now. But before I have to go, is there anything else you want to tell me, or you want me to be aware of? And I think he also phrased it, before I have to go, and I know I'm going to be seeing you on Friday. Is there anything else you want to say to me right now that you want me to know? That was it. That's how he ended the encounter with her, was going through that conversation. But when I thought about it, I thought, that's so simple, but it's so brilliant. The thing I like about that way of saying goodbye, and it can be obviously in our own words, it could be, before I have to go, before I have to go call the doctor, before whatever it is you have to say, letting someone know that you're going to have to walk out of the room. You can't stay in there with them, and it's coming to an end, and you're giving them a warning in advance, firing a warning shot across the bow, is what one of my friends calls it. You just say, before I have to go, is there anything else you wanted me to be aware of? Or we've just done this and this. Is there something else you wanted to be sure we cover or talk about right now? The other part that Joan Halifax says is super important. How do I end the encounter? She was talking about the doctors and nurses, for us, the conversation with myself. She says, pause for a second after you're out of the room and just say to yourself, how did it go? How did that go? And she said, it went well, great. Say, yay, it went well, I'm glad. And maybe stop and think for a second, was there anything I did to contribute to help it go well? Anything that I did that was helpful? We can learn from it. But she said that same thing can happen if something went south on us and we had an argument, or who knows what, or a person got upset and we walk out of the room. And doctors and nurses do this all the time, and so do we. It's like, we may be beating ourselves up. Oh my God, if only I hadn't said that. I wish I hadn't said that, or I said it the wrong way and I got my person upset. I didn't have to. I could have just said it, the whole conversation, in a different way. Just stop for a minute and say, what went wrong? And then what can I learn from it? That's all. Just what can I learn from that? And then you can put it down. You don't have to keep carrying it around with you. What a concept, right? She said, that's the idea. Can you do that? And that, what can I learn from it, I think is really great. So that's the E of grace.